All right, guys, let's look at one example of how an atom becomes an ion, and then you guys are going to figure out the rest of these. So here's the situation. You have this atom that has these red things are protons. It has 3 protons, 3 electrons, and coincidentally enough, it also has 3 neutrons. But we don't need to worry about the neutrons so much. Let's just focus on the 3 protons and 3 electrons. Now, this thing started out with 1 electron in the outer shell here. Now, why did it get rid of that? Well, it wanted to have a full outer shell. And the way for this to get a full outer shell is to get rid of this thing. Then this inner shell becomes the new outermost shell, and it has a full outer shell. So things are going to gain electrons and lose electrons in order to get full outer shells. Let's see what happens in terms of the charge. When this electron used to be here, there was 3 electrons and 3 protons, and so a total charge of 0. So it was a neutral atom. Now that it's lost an electron, let's see what's happened here. Let's actually look at this. Still has 3 protons. The number of protons didn't change, but now it only has 2 electrons. So it's a +3 and a -2, leading to an overall charge of +1. So when this loses the electron to get a full outer shell, it gets charged. It has a total charge of +1. And you're going to see that depending on what an atom needs to do to get a full outer shell, it's going to create either positive ions or negative ions. And you guys are going to figure out which one's which and what happens to lead to a positive or a negative ion. Get ready to think through these.